Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world. We're back to continue our playthrough of Phoenix Point, the Year 1 edition. And ahead of us, we are going to do a little Haven defense. It'll do a slight hit, I believe, on New Jericho. I think it's only -1 when we go and do it. But I'm hoping that this Haven defense will find out wherever that nest is that's been launching these attacks. We didn't find it last time we did a Haven defense over here. It must have just been out of range of our base. So I'm hoping this time we get a better read on it, because when you saw me click to diplomacy, we are so close. It will be knocked down to 22% here after doing this mission. We're real close with Synedrian at 21, so if we can find that nest after this mission, we will get the next level of missions for both Synedrian and New Jericho, and that is really what I want. I need to get both these guys to get access to their research up to level 50. As far as getting aligned with them, that's the goal. So this Haven defense could help us out in a big way. One thing I want to do is touch on a couple things. I always look at the map a little bit before I start, because sometimes in the middle of playing the game with you guys, I kind of don't take the time to do that. Maybe as much as I should, but I think it's better to look around off camera, because it it takes less of your time just watching me hunt around. But something I noticed, one of our probes here has found an antediluvian ruin. So we have a successful probe. In fact, both probes have found an antediluvian ruin. So we're going to continue launching probes, and I think we have the crystal crossbow. I think there's one more schemata after that, and then we're going to start hitting up these archaeological sites to see if we can't manage to make ourselves some of these ancient weapon or two. We'll see how that goes. I do want to look at building a couple things, and one thing is over on this new base of ours that we started out. I do eventually want to repair the fabrication plant. Our manufacturing times right now are not bad for what we have lined up to build. It's a matter of hours, 12 hours or less on most everything there. But when I get to the point of armor, I wouldn't mind having one more fabrication plant built, so the majority of armor we build gets down to, closer to half a day, that range or less. So that is on my radar. But what I'm going to do first, before I repair that, is I'm going to come over here and I want to get the med bay going. So when we do get this base stocked up, we will have a way to heal ourselves over here. So we're going to build a med bay over here and get that under construction, because we do have the goods right now. And speaking of manufacturing, I'm going to go down in here, and there's a couple little things I want to build while I got the resources, and then we'll get a few more resources with the Haven defense to replenish us a little bit. I want to see about getting a second Goliath for the B team. I would like at least one over there, so we're going to add that to the queue. And I would like to also build, now that we have capture and containment, although we still got to build the place for it, but I would like to start building it if I can find it. Yeah, get a new razor under our belts. We do have ways to, as we get more tech from the Synedrian and Anu, have ways to stun these guys through other means, but I would like to have a Nerazer just because, in case we need it. So we're going to also manufacture one of those and get it built ahead of time before we need it. And that kind of uses up most of our resources right now, so we'll leave it at that for the moment. The one other thing I want to do is, I've decided, in thinking about it, I'm going to move the Siren Autopsy up a little bit in priority, because it is something we want to do, but I'm going to still keep it behind the Mist Sentinel. We're going to move Siren Autopsy there, then we're going to go in this order. And then hopefully with some new supplies, we're going to be able to repair the manufacturing in the one base, and also build what we're going to have to do, and that is the containment. So when we start capturing, we can do these vivisections and whatnots. And eventually, I think the captured enemies can be harvested for food. So there's all sorts of reasons to be able to start the capture program. I think that's it. Let's just get in here. This is what you're here to see, and that is the mission. So let's get in here and do it. It's a nice low level. It is nighttime, which not going to kill us at a low level. There it is. The New Jericho gets a insignificant hit. We outnumber defending strength to attacking strength, and nice supplies other than the tech isn't exactly amazing. Let's get down there and take a look at the crew we're going to put in. Just do a quick refresh, make sure we are all loaded up, and we got to do a little adjusting here because our last mission was a scavenger mission, and you know, we need a little more than that. So let's see. We'll just give you a little extra ammo there, and since you can hold it, we'll give you that one grenade there, and we'll give you one more med kit. Why not? There you go. You're outfitted, Nikolai. Joe. Let's see, on this mission, I'm going to keep you with the base sniper rifle, because right now, sniper rifle wise, actually, we've gained the ammo for that, so there's actually absolutely no reason, if I want that extra bit of punch, that I shouldn't carry that along with us. We'll keep you with the med kit just in case. You aren't really designed to be a grenade thrower, so there we go. Sade, I would like to get you hooked back up, and I'm thinking, as long as we got the goods, what do we want to equip you with, Sade? We've got the shotgun over on our other guy, but you're also got that heavy build too, but you don't have a proficiency with the weapons yet. So let's just keep you with the medium range guns for the moment, and deal with it that way. And we'll give you a little. Now we'll that should be enough ammo because you got the firing living assault rifle that doesn't require any ammo. So I think if we just get you a little grenade in addition to what you have, maybe. Boy, you can carry a lot. We need a second med kit just because we all use on the team. He gets hit all the time, right? No offense. It's the commander that gets you hit, so don't worry about that. Let's see. Robbie, you're looking good. Sigourney can carry a little extra doodads here, so we're going to make sure she's outfitted a bit. And we want to definitely get her a med kit also, and maybe another extra grenade. And then you, what can we outfit you with? You have the ability. Do we have a nice little melee weapon we could carry you with? Do you have the ability to carry a nice stick that way? Just because you can. Should we carry that in addition to everything else, just to give us all sorts of weird little options? Let's see how that works for you. And I don't know if we'll have a chance to use it. I have a feeling when we get close with your perks, we're going to end up doing a little shotgun action at the moment. But we'll see. We'll have it along just in case. And there we go. Let's get out there and start this mission. All items on the battlefield will be automatically recovered. Alright, let's take a quick overview of the map. What are we looking? We want to keep civilians alive. We got a couple right ahead of us. We also got a couple disciples of Anu right here that would not be bad to get on our side. And typical of these slums maps is we don't have a freaking clue as to where anything is. So I guess you're going to be our scout, and hopefully our scout that will not get hit. I'm hesitant to use dash until I know what I'm dealing with, where the enemies are. Even though you come with 10 at this point in the game, that's not bad. So let's get you up here to see what we can see. And I think you pause only because you see people. Oh, yeah, you found another disciples of Anu soldier. So there's a lot of soldiers out there. So what I'm thinking is maybe if I don't know if that'll quite activate, but it gives you some cover in the process. Let's see if we can activate some help. And we found another civilian on top of it. So yeah, we do have Disciples of Anu Priest. I think we're going to send the priest over here to start activating citizens for us. Well, in the meantime, he can probably activate citizens and also get another guy on our side. Now we got our first enemy. Oh, let's take a look at this one. Is this one of the ones that comes with the newest upgrade? Mind control. So we got some issues here all of a sudden. Let's see who we've got in the neighborhood. We got berserkers. So these berserkers and whatnots don't necessarily instill frenzy. Making them immune to panic. That's not going to help us from mind control now, is it? So we just may. It has ability to pierce, instill virus. Now we can see from here, so let's just see with our newly activated guy what kind of a headshot he gives us, and it's not much of a headshot. But we got to work on the head somehow to start wearing it down. I wonder if any of our snipers way back at the beginning in the start can get into a position from here to get a line of sight. It's going to be real tough. This building's in the way. So not until we start getting past this building and over in this direction will even the snipers really have lines of sight. We can set up maybe for Overwatch for that siren moving towards us. And we also always can work on sacrificing the Disciples of Anu against these guys, but boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think what we're going to do is we will take this first shot, or maybe what I need to do is get closer on this first shot. So we can get clear of this pole and not have the pole in our way to get a headshot. So we're going for it. We're gonna go for the headshot to try and do some damage on this thing, I think. And because I can't get a headshot and still be able to shoot over here and activate this guy at the same time. So we're gonna go here. We should be able to see past the pole, or this for sure we won't have the pole in the way, and it's a little bit closer. We will center here. There's a great chance to miss, unfortunately, but we need to start doing some damage on that head. And I guess we kind of missed. Let's just hope that means they will become the target. Joe, I'm thinking we got to get you up here and just run all the way up here. So hopefully we're in a position to deal with that siren. Not that I like the idea of moving closer to a siren. Sade, we can probably use some dash. I just don't know how if this siren's going to go for soldiers or civilians. I guess we're going to find out soon enough.
Ready to roll.
Nikolai, I'm kind of thinking I want to activate some more of these guys to provide a buffer for us. This guy's closest to the siren, so let's see what your jumping looks like. Yeah, unfortunately your jumping can't quite get us all the way that we want to this guy to activate, but he seems like he would be the most appropriate to activate for us. So I could bring him here and run and hope these guys provide buffer, and once he's activated, they'll be the the priest and this berserker in between you and them, so I think it's a safe move for us, is what I'm thinking. In fact, let's go take a look real quick at the siren. Does it tell us? Really doesn't tell us or give me a clue, and I'm not sure for mind control how many action points that costs, so I don't know that war cry, how beneficial that would be. I just don't have enough experience in this respect, so we're going to do this to activate someone and have some body shields from the disciples of Anu.
I'll be right there.
And we're going to see if we can't get up here and start bashing. I'm wondering if it'll be best to move close. Ooh, that's a 2 action point. We can do some attack to deal. We can try the armor break. It has the will points. And then we'd be able to get close enough. No, we wouldn't be able to get close enough to bash. But it just says next attack. It doesn't say what kind of attack, right? It doesn't say strike, or it doesn't say pistol. So we're going to do anything to shred what we can.
Ha!
Alright, and then we're going to run this guy up for an up-close and personal pistol shot.
Advancing.
Oh, we got another enemy out there. What are we looking at? Okay, he, compared to anything else in our in our sight, that's the least of my worries. And we're going to come over here and take this shot.
Ready to fire.
And we can get rid of a lot of armor on the head, so follow-up shots by us will be more effective. We just got to worry about this first turn with Psychic Scream and Mind Control.
How does that taste?
So Sade, I'm almost thinking with guys getting so close, enemies so close, we might want to dash, actually use a dash this time defensively. Because Sigourney, no, you can't make it there. Sigourney, we're going to get you over towards this civilian and potentially even this civilian, so we're going to run you over here. And Sade, I am going to use some willpower on you and dash. What a horrible place to have you started behind that wall.
No time to lose.
Now maybe, now if we do Onslaught, it gives us 2 action points.
I was born ready.
And you don't have a line of sight there. Would we be able to get you up here? Yes, Robbie. We'd be able to run you up here. We did Onslaught. You'd have 2 action points, which means we could do quick aim to get you a shot, is what that's telling me. So let's see if Onslaught works the way I think it does. Robbie, we're going to run you up here. Fortunately, you weren't behind the fence like Joe. You could make it that little extra bit farther. We're going to do the Onslaught. And we have the 2 actions left to do it, thank goodness.
I'm not going down without a fight.
And that gives all of us some... And why... I don't understand. You got the Onslaught.
Let's show 'em what
So
we
I
can
have
do.
to figure... I see. It doesn't... It's in the zone and circle. But what it did is... I have to actually pick the individual soldier within that circle. Oh man, that just doesn't work for me now. Unless I do this, and that is do some pistol shots over here. Try and take out his head. I don't like the accuracy of that so much and the damage output of that so much, but since I made a mistake and Onslaught doesn't add, it's not that powerful. Zigzag, no, it's not that powerful. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, although, wait. You also, Joe, have Onslaught, and now you have your 2 action points, and you have the willpower. Now we can make sure we give the Onslaught to the one that we ideally wanted to give it to in the first place. So, okay, this learning moment did not cost us. So we're going to do Onslaught, and we're going to pick you right here. Now, when do I pick the guy that I want to use?
We are the Phoenix Project.
Yeah, there we go. I just have to click on Robbie. He's got it now. He can do his quick aim. And hopefully, all this trouble I just went through hopefully allows me to maybe take out a head. Are you telling me... What are you telling me here? That I supposedly have a line of sight that I don't really have? Is this what you're telling me? Oh, there we go. There's a chance I'll hit this dude in front of him, but oh well. Friendly fire sometimes happens. Let's hope we can get the head. We got it. All that rigmarole to disable the head. We did it. Now we just have to worry about nothing big at all. His slicing arms, it'll wipe you out. But I feel better about not having to worry about the mind control at least. We'll put you on Overwatch just in case. I'm not going to target the siren. We're going to target over here in case that guy starts moving against us. And let's see how we hold up. Oh, he took the hit for the team. The siren at least isn't feeling so confident now that it doesn't have mind control. So we got to deal about worms, unfortunately. We'll have to see which kind of worms they are. Got a nice little pistol shot on Overwatch, but he's probably close enough. And oh, good. Nikolai, I think you got this in the bag for this guy. I don't know who we got over here, if that's friend or foe, but somebody's over there. Maybe it's another worm? I don't know, because I only see 2 worms, right? Yeah, there's only so many worms. And what kind of worms are they? Let's go find out. They're fireworms, so yeah, not my favorite kind. But I think we're in a position where we can deal with a few things here and there. Now let's just take a look, Nikolai, at what your shot looks like right here without even moving. Well, if he wants to show us his pathetically weak leg, we will take the pathetically weak leg without moving. And that guy's down. Now we have the ability to war cry. I don't know who's in the way. It looks like mostly the only things we'd really pick up with war cry are worms. I was about to say snakes, but no. We will not dignify them with that term. They are worms. Let's see now. We have the ability to do some damage now with the pistol. You have armor break. Well, we don't really need to do armor break now, do we? We can just shoot the guy with the pistol in the head and do significant damage, I'm thinking. And then maybe we have the ability to move far enough with this guy to follow it up, and we'll have Anu work on the siren for us. That's the plan.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just a worm over here.
Let's move.
Now you're bleeding, guy. That's not good for you, but you're not on my team, so I don't have to. I only have to worry about the panic you could induce by dying.
Trying to aim.
Well, I didn't need to zoom in quite that significantly. And because the head no longer has armor, that is where we will do the most damage. So that is where we will shoot this thing. And we don't have another shot available. And we can't get close enough to the worm to bash, so we'll park you right over here so you can bleed out peacefully. That's pretty cold. Alright, let's see what your shot looks like. It looks a lot better. Well, no, maybe it's not as good as I thought. One thing we want to take a look at then, perhaps, is what is the will on this thing right now. Will points 2. Well, we're going to go for the shot on the head anyway. Now, didn't it seem like his head was sticking out a little bit more last time we looked at it? Yeah, well, we're still going to give it a shot. And we're going to make sure the body part is highlighted, because even if I go over here to center even more, odds are, it seems, the game will definitely give me a miss that way. At least it just seems that way. So we'll focus on the head, have the body part highlighted, and it's a low percentage shot, but it's also Disciples of Anu. Ooh. How dare I talk them down? We did a nice little hit on the siren. Nikolai, we're not going to do anything with you just quite yet.
I was born ready.
Now, the ability to dash here, or bash here, I should say, you'd be able to take out probably this worm over here. Not worms are, you know, the most thrilling thing to defeat, but that's just what we're going to do. So let's just see if we can kind of make it so if we do it here. Yeah, we're not guaranteed unless I run straight out. I was thinking I could swing by the citizen to activate them, but we're just going to run up here and bash Sigourney. May not be the most glamorous way to kill, but it's a kill just the same. Now, obviously, the one I'd like to take out more is get you a shot over here on the siren. Let's keep you behind cover to make you a less tempting target for the siren. What do you think, you? Or, let's see, if I get you here, that doesn't give us much movement to get out of the way, but we're gonna take this move to shoot Fireworm. I guess I could have dashed. Oh, we didn't quite take her out, did we now? Alright, Sade, so maybe since I misplayed the turn with you, maybe what we got to do with you is try to back him up. You have only one dash, unfortunately, so you would not make it there in time.
Ready to roll.
Well, let's use the war cry that we do have to pick up who we can. That takes care of that worm. He can maybe, I don't know how much it takes for them to explode, but we'll do what we can to protect Anu. And then finally, what we may do, oh, I know something we might be able to do. We also have the willpower for onslaught again. We're going to get you a little bit closer, Joe, because that'll give you potential shots on the Chiron coming up. And Onslaught is proving to be the get zigzag out of a mistake kind of a thing is what it's turning out to be. Now, if I do that on you, you don't have a grenade now, do you? Who would best be able to help us? Sigourney has, I wonder if she could lob a grenade over. What are the odds that she would be able to help us? So we're going to try that. And then hopefully, Sigourney, you can help me out of my... Oops, that's not the person I want to throw the grenade. Let's get over here to who I want to throw the grenade. There we go.
Here is a little trick I know.
Can we get it over the building? Oh, I can't get the arc over the building. Well, I'll tell you what we can do. You got War Cry that you can put on that other worm to hopefully limit its ability to go exploding on us. And we might as well, since we can, we'll grab this civilian and get him running back out of the way. He was the most exposed and vulnerable citizen, but no longer is he. So Sade, we're just going to get you up here first, so we can get some more citizens out of the way. And Sade, we can get you closer to where we might need you. And it's impossible to know with fireworms being launched left and right at us, but we don't have to worry about anyone shooting at us right now, so we don't have to worry about standing in the open. And Robbie, you have a shot. Let's just see what that shot is first of all to see if we need to quick aim. Not an amazing shot, so I guess what we're going to do is see about moving some of us closer to gain some of these better shots. Pretty tight, narrow shots, aren't they now? But if all we got to worry about is worms firing down on us and the siren is slowly getting under control, I'm fine repositioning here and there. Alright, let's see if we have made some right choices or not. Okay, so the war cry did not prevent this fireworm from exploding on the priest, but then we can think of worse things. But the other guy, yeah, the other guys, he's done for. So maybe what we can do is get him his last hurrahs before he dies. Both these guys, injured as they are, on the siren. I was thinking this guy might get us out of trouble here by bashing this thing, but he seemed more concerned on the siren. And you, this time, you will be able to finish it off. In fact, we'll just do the unglorious bash.
Let's make this happen.
And that allows us to move one step forward, and we'll see what kind of a shot it gives us on the siren. And where are the other worms? Okay, they shot back to a whole different part of the map, going after... the civilians are the ones that have to worry now about these worms.
Acquiring targets.
Yeah, we'll just center mass, see if we can't do some damage this way. Obviously, it'd be nice to go on the head, but we're at a little bit of a distance, so we're going to give ourselves the best chance to hit. slowly wear this thing down and get you a little experience. I think even just hitting on the thing gives us some experience now, doesn't it? Now let's see what we can do with these folks to help us out. We still got our good old pistol to shoot in the head.
Trying to reposition.
Kind of your last hurrah for this guy.
Need a better shot next time.
And I do think the scary priest on fire. What do we have the ability to, what kind of movement do we have with this guy? Why do I have all these funky bits of movement? I can't just move him. It's telling me I gotta go up high with this guy, is what it's telling me. It's not allowing me. There must be some ground I cannot cover. So there's no way to get this silly priest to get a shot for us on the siren because of the way the siren is positioned. So let's do him a favor and get him up here. Yikes, he's not looking too good, is he now? We need to find a way to do some damage. So we got sirens and worms. So let's worry about protecting civilians next. And get them running as far away as we can from these worms. So not perfect, but it's got them a little bit out of the way. What we can do with you, Joe, is take some shots back here, or take a shot back here on the worms.
Ready to fire.
And just overwatch in case they try coming close with the pistol. Just to keep them from hopefully being able to harm us or those civilians. And the rest of us can look forward to this guy shooting those worms at us. Now you have the ability to quick aim twice. Let's just double check and make sure with the sniper rifle that we have a shot. And we do have a fairly decent leg shot. In fact, that's the only shot we seem to have, but it's a good enough shot for me to go ahead and activate the quick aim.
Got you.
And we hurt the leg. Let's see if we can do one more hit on that leg and get some bleeding started on this guy. In fact, there's two legs now that we can center on. Hopefully we'll hit the same one. We'll find out.
Target hit.
And we disabled one of his legs. He is starting to bleed now at last. Now he is not the style of guy that has stomper legs, so we can get up nice, close, and personal. Sade, you don't really have dash available, so we're going to get you close this way since we don't have too many enemies to have to worry about. And I think the panicked siren is about to die. Yes, it's bleeding and infected by virus and yada yada yada. He's not doing too well. What we could do, Nikolai, what do we think we could do? We could jet you over here for a war cry on this guy to maybe minimize what he's able to do. I don't know how much it costs for him to launch his little toys. Or we just do boom blast with you. You can you don't quite have enough for 2 boom blasts, which would get that down to 2. So nah, let's see if we can fly you over there. That seems to be what would help us the most. We can stand up above, war cry.
Let's get this done.
See if that interrupts his ability to shoot those little fangs at us. I just don't know the action points it takes for him to launch those, so we got to learn that. And Sigourney, how can you help us? I think I'm going to run you, Sigourney, back over in this direction. In fact, I don't want to get you too close, but I definitely want to get you over in this direction so you can help for those bashing of worms as they get closer. In fact, why don't we run you in this direction to free up this citizen? So he also can run away from the worms. And we'll position you right there.
We must save this world.
We're taking some will hits with that death. This other guy somehow is still hanging in there. That's pretty amazing. But I think now the Chiron's days are numbered. What we can do, he couldn't shoot, so the war cry did pay off. So we're going to come over here for a bash with you, Sigourney.
Let's roll.
Oh, I bashed him with a grenade. I wasn't even paying attention. Oh, now I gotta worry about that thing exploding on us. ZigZag not at his finest right now. You know, you may have noticed a couple days taken off without videos posted. Well, I guess those 2 days away from the game did nothing to help me out now, did it? Joe, you don't have enough to quick aim. We can get 2 pistol shots, and if we're lucky, it's going to be at a little bit of range. We're going to try and hope you can take care of Sigourney with your pistol. Let's try the closest one first.
Need the right angle.
No brainer. Let's try the a little bit harder one over here. Oh, you cannot see it from where you are? Holy smokes. Holy, oh my goodness gracious. Sigourney, it's gonna go kaboom da boom on you now. We're gonna take some damage. Oh my lord. Is there any way to kill this guy before that happens? I don't think so. Not with the hit points he has. I really do not think so. What we can do... you know, you just don't have the shotgun, unfortunately. It pays to not move so fast. We're going to get you right up close and personal and see if that makes a difference with what kind of damage we can deal. My best guess is this will deal the most damage. And definitely will take out the head. Okay. And that means with you now, Nikolai, we just might have a nice shot for you too. Oh yeah. In fact, we can very likely have a good chance, even with the armor, take out a torso, or we probably have a better chance to take out yet another leg and get it bleeding even more.
Wounded, but active.
And 80 with 30 bleeding, so we are awful dang close. So close. And we're just going to keep you there. You don't have the will for a war cry. Disciples of Anu, we might as well help you out as best we can with healing. At least it gets rid of the bleeding. We don't have to take any more will hits. This guy ran into the freaking fire. Now we do maybe have an out for you, if we're lucky, Sigourney. If he has enough dash, and you has enough dash. Can we get you close enough, you, to get over there? There is a question. One more dash will tell. Okay, can we get a line of sight? I don't know. In fact, let's do this. Is there a line of sight from there, from there, from there? there's no lines of sight for us. Yikes. Do you have the ability to... No, you don't have a grenade on you either. Well, that was my last great hope, that we would be able to get sight of this worm. And Warcry needs, but it can explode even with Warcry, unfortunately. The question is, it's dazed. So maybe, just maybe, because it's dazed, it can't explode? I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. Well, we're gonna do this, It's just to try to do anything we can to help Sigourney Weaver keep Ripley from burning. And let's see, this guy can move. We'll get him headed towards our final target, but he'll be a little too late. And our civilians can run off into this corner. We only ever found 4 of the civilians. So hopefully, I guess that means the others were tucked away nicely enough. And we will save 6 out of 6.
I'm getting there.
In fact, there's one in the corner we just found. Oh, Robbie, we can... here, I forgot about you. How dare I forget about you? Let's just see if you have the ability. Yeah, you just might be able to get this thing done for us. Oh, it can't end because the worm is the last one out there. So I think, well, I think we did what we can on the worm. Let's send you off in that direction. Let's see what happens on this last turn. In fact, let's Overwatch in case the worm moves in our general direction. He was able to, so we took the damage. Fortunately, it wasn't too extensive. The mission's over now, so we don't have to worry about continued burning effects. So not the disaster I was thinking it would be at first. You can tell a lot of loose ends, a little rough play there. I'm feeling good. We're getting back into the flow here. Let's get out to the geoscape. All right, we got our goods here. We saved everybody. We only took that small hit against New Jericho. Now the big thing. Did we find the nest? Revealed the location. This is amazing. This is awesome. I'm excited about this one. We'll re-ammoize. There's a word for us. And it's a nest right there. So guess what we're going to do next, guys? Is we are going to be heading over to the nest. That is going to get our next... Yeah, that'll increase both these by 5, meaning it'll get everybody up to 24%, and it'll show us both their missions. So we can then start proceeding in that way too. We have some new research. Now that I'm down here, a fireworm autopsy, the Chiron autopsy. We'll just move them both over just to get them in the queue. And... go from there. The Mist Sentinel, that is... No, we got the Hatching Sentinels we got to deal with in the nest. So that's what we're going to go for. And what have we got? They can't even remember what the Tiamat's doing. Oh yeah, he's going over to this unexplored site. So someday he'll get there. That's why after, in the midst of all this, we also got to steal ourselves a couple quick old vehicles to replace the Tiamat and its putt-puttness. I was happy to have it, happy to get it early on. The opportunity presented itself. But I think the Tiamat has a role, and that's just doing slow exploring for sites that don't need speed and not anything that needs reaction time. So that's what it's best suited for in my book. All right, so let's head over to the nest. And there we go. This is what we will be dealing with next time. This is how we'll start off the episode next time, getting to go into a nest, medium threat level. This is ZigZagZog signing off from somewhere in this world. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit me a thumbs up if you did. Leave me a comment. Boy, was it cringeworthy watching that sloppy play on this last one. We got to get back into form here before we get too far and I do some real damage. But anyway, that's one mission. We are at least bottom line successful, and hope to see you next time to see if we can right the ship and get this nest taken care of and gain some alignment with 2 more, New Jericho and Sanhedrin. Thanks so much for watching.